everyone, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm talking about 10 simple tricks that you can use to make your life easier. These are really good. I feel like I'm always sucked into hack videos and tip videos, and while I find them entertaining and interesting, most of the time I'm like, when would I actually use that? So I wanted to put together a video of tips and ideas that you can actually use on an everyday basis. So I really hope you enjoyed this video, and let's get started. Now, if you're familiar with my channel at all, you will know that it is basically all about style, fashion, and I am always talking about my beloved steamer. But some people still don't have a steamer, and that is fine. But most of us do have a dryer, like a washing machine and dryer. Now, some have fancy dryers that have a steaming function, but some don't, and so this is where that hack comes in. If you want to freshen up your clothes, release the wrinkles, just steam up some clothing, all you need to do is take a handful of ice, throw in the clothes, throw in a handful of ice, and then turn on the dryer. It won't completely soak your clothes or anything, but the ice cubes will obviously melt. It will create steam in the dryer, and it releases the wrinkles, it freshens up your clothing, and it's such a quick and easy hack. Number 2, this is a really, really good one for people that have kids and for people that don't even have kids. So anytime you break a glass, maybe you shatter something in your kitchen, maybe you have crumbs everywhere, maybe glitter. Maybe it's glitter all over your floor. I could go on and on with crazy things that people have on their kitchen floors and how sometimes a vacuum doesn't work, but this does. Take a piece of bread, like a soft piece of bread, and you just push it down on the floor. Not only will that pick up all of that glitter that's so hard to get up, but it will also grab those little tiny shards of glass that you can't really see, and it will save you from getting injured on the bottom of your feet. It'll save your kids from bleeding and yourself from bleeding. It's just, broken glass is awful, glitter is awful. This is the best trick for glass and glitter. Oh my goodness, I love this next one too, and I'm not gonna take credit for this. I definitely saw it on Instagram. This blew my mind. So this applies to people that have an espresso machine. So like we have a Breville version. There's some people that have a smaller version that's just for frothing milk and that kind of thing. But basically you need a steamer that steams milk. And the hack though is cleaning your rings with it. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. So anytime I go get my jewelry cleaned at like an actual jewelry store, I am always amazed and so thankful when they're like, do you want us to clean your jewelry? And I'm like, okay. And I always hear them in the back room steaming up the jewelry, and no matter how hard I try at home to like scrub my jewelry, it never turns out as nice as theirs. And I just know it's because the steam really heats up. It like blasts off the dirt and the grime. And when I saw this other girl doing it with her steaming espresso machine thing, I was just like, phew. What? So I tried it on my rings, and guys, it works like a charm. So this next hack I use almost every single day, and it's a jewelry hack for your bracelets. So every morning when I put on my little bracelet stack, we all know that can be a tricky task by yourself. And so what you need is a paper clip. So you just take a paper clip, but you actually unravel it, but still leave the little loop here. So I actually keep this unraveled paper clip just in my jewelry drawer so that I can use it every day. And I just stick it around the end of the bracelet. I drape it over my wrist, and then I can hold on to this paper clip, and that allows me to keep the bracelet in place, and I can just loop it completely around my wrist very quickly, and then boom, I have a beautiful bracelet stack. Oh, super quick. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you totally should. I actually just posted a video. It's an IGTV video where I sat down. It was really casual, but I just went over all of my favorite jewelry pieces, like my necklace layers, my bracelets, my rings, my favorite earrings. And I get questions about that all the time, and I really like the way it turned out, so I can actually link that down below. This next hack involves your bathroom, and I don't actually use this anymore just because where I do my makeup and get ready is now in my studio, like my vanity makeup studio area. If you follow me, you probably know the area I'm talking about. But at my old house and in my apartment. Like I've done this for a long time, and it's basically you take shaving cream and you wipe it all over your mirrors, and that will prevent the mirrors from steaming up. So I'm sure we've all been there where we take a shower, we get out of the shower, the entire mirror is fogged up. It's super annoying. You try to get ready and it's like you have to wait a few minutes, you have to open the window, you have to like figure out something else to do before you can actually see your reflection in the mirror. But this completely takes care of it. Again, it's just shaving cream, wipe it off, and it lasts a few weeks and then you can do it again. Since we're in the bathroom, I wanted to share this next tip or hack, and that's actually for anyone with glass shower doors. So when we had new glass shower doors installed, they usually do come with like this protectant on there, and it looks fabulous for like the first month or two. And then whatever protective layer they put on, it just starts to go away. It starts to get really streaky, starts to get very spotty, and it's just annoying to clean and look at every day. So what you actually can do is buy Rain-X. So Rain-X is a product that's actually for cars typically. People will use this to wash their cars, clean the glass on their cars, and it pretty much just protects the cars from spotting, like the rain from spotting on the windows and the glass and whatnot. So you can actually use this on your shower doors too. Again, life-changing. So yeah, just put a layer on your shower doors, you'll take a shower and it will dry beautifully. So this next tip is really cool. I told my husband thinking I was going to impress him, and he already knew it. So I'm sure there's some people out there that do know this. And I saw this on Christina Brawley's channel. I also saw it, I think, on another channel too, but it still shocked me. I was like, wow, that is a good life tip. And it involves your gas tank and which side it is on. So every time, without fail, I pull into a gas station, I have to take a moment and be like, which side is the tank on? Because we do have two vehicles, and of course they're on opposite sides. So I just always have to like really think about it. But the car makers out there are very smart. And if you look at your gas gauge, like the symbol, like literally right in front of you, it will have an arrow pointing to the left or the right. And that will tell you which side your gas tank is on. So there you go. So this next tip or hack, I saw years and years and years ago. It's kind of weird, but it stuck with me, and I've actually used it a lot more than I would have ever expected. And it's actually taking a piece of spaghetti, like a long piece of spaghetti, and lighting the end of it and using it as a lighter when you need to kind of have it be far reaching. You know what I mean? Like say you're lighting a candle that's really deep in there, or say you need to maybe start a fire outside. You need to kind of like stay far away and like really get it in there, but like still be safe. Just take a piece of spaghetti, light the end, it will catch fire, stay lit, and you can reach really far. This next tip involves the microwave. I don't know if you guys have a microwave, but we do, and it just always gets dirty. So this is my little tip or trick that I use very, very often to easily clean the inside. So I just take a glass of water and vinegar. I don't really have like a set amount, I kind of just combine them. It doesn't really smell the greatest, but then I put it in the microwave for about, I don't know, it kind of depends on how big or small your microwave is. I get it really hot. Like I put it in there for like a minute or two, or sometimes even 3 minutes. Basically, you just want it to kind of start to boil and really steam the inside. And then all you do is take a paper towel and it will literally just wipe off and look beautiful. The next tip involves the beloved magic eraser. That thing really is magic. If you don't have one, buy one at Walmart, order on Amazon, I don't know. I would suggest though, I feel like everybody kind of just takes the whole thing and just uses it, but I learned from my mom, and it might even say that on the instructions, I'm not sure, but cut it up into little pieces because a little goes a long way. But I wrote down some of my favorite ways to use the magic eraser. There's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of things you can use it for, but what I do, I refresh my sneakers, my kids' sneakers. I literally can transform shoes from looking old and dingy into brand new. I refresh discolored grout all the time. It literally makes the grout look so much better. I get rid of marks on walls. I get rid of scuffs on floors. This happened yesterday. I got off permanent marker off of my kitchen table. It wasn't even the kids that did it. It was me. It literally does do wonders. I also use it on glass, so you could use it on your shower door like we talked about, but also just cleaning your windows in general. Any glass, it's magic. So buy a magic eraser, you won't be disappointed. Wow, that sounded like a huge advertisement for them, but really it's just that good. So that does it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it and found it helpful. If you did, consider subscribing if you happen to be new. I love making this kind of content. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon in one of these videos. Bye!